Terraform is such a great tool to manage multiple cloud providers. Whether it be GCP, Azure, or AWS, Terraform has you covered. In fact, one of Terraform's best features is the extensibility that allows it to be used with multiple providers. Now, covering all three providers is too much in this video. So in this video, we'll look at how easy it is to make changes to an existing Terraform configuration and apply those changes to resources in AWS. When it comes to popularity, both Terraform and AWS are at the top of their respective lists. So it comes as no surprise how well they work together. Infrastructure is continuously changing and evolving. Terraform can help you manage those changes in your AWS environment. As you make changes to your Terraform configuration, Terraform will build an execution plan that will only modify what is necessary to reach your desired state. Let's take a look at how to make changes to your infrastructure. Here we go, guys. I am using VS Code in this demo so I can easily show you our Terraform configuration as well as run the code all from the same window. So here is the Terraform configuration that we are using. We are declaring our providers. Here we're using our AWS provider. The source we're using is our HashiCorp AWS provider from the provider registry. We're specifying a version of the provider. And we're down here, we're declaring our version of Terraform we would like to run. It's basically anything greater than or equal to 0.14.9. Here we're setting our provider specific values. So we're declaring our region as US East 1. And our profile, we're just using default. And then down here at our resource block, we are deploying an EC2 instance using this AMI here. And we want a T3 medium instance. We're setting our name with our tags called Long Live the Bat. Let's go over here to our AWS console. Here we're in our EC2 instance dashboard. As you can see, we have Long Live the Bat. That's our EC2 instance that we created, T3 medium. So now we'll go back over here to our code. We want to modify this and add to it. What we're going to do is we're going to change our instance type from a T3 medium to a T3 micro. And we want to add more app servers. This is also one of the reasons why we're lowering the instance type, because we are going from one app server to 3 to help balance the load. We're going to accomplish this by using the count function. And then we're going to specify the name. We're going to come down here to the tags and we're going to use an expression so we can add the number designation to our naming convention, as well as set a tag labeling these as our development app servers. So the first thing we want to do is we'll come down here, change the instance type from medium to micro. Before our AMI, I am going to add our function. So I'm going to use the count function, and we're going to do equals 3. Next, we're going to come down here to our tag, and we're going to use an expression to add the number of the app server to our name. So we're going to put a space in between the bat and the double quote. We're going to use the $, squiggly bracket, and do a count.index, end squiggly bracket, and then our ending double quote. Then after this line, we're going to drop down a line, and then we're going to specify our environment. So we're going to do it environment equals, and then in double quotes, we're going to do dev. So we're going to go ahead and save our configuration. Now down here in our terminal, first we're going to check our format of our file. We'll do a Terraform FMT which is now has correctly formatted our configuration file. Now, if you haven't already initialized your working directory, you can do so now. It's not going to hurt anything. If it's already initialized, you can go into the next command, which is Terraform validate, which will validate our configuration. But like I said, you must have already run the Terraform init command to do so, or it'll come up with an error. We successfully validated our configuration. Go ahead and clear my screen. And we're going to actually expand our terminal here so we can actually see this. Next, we're going to do a dry run of our deployment to see what exactly is being changed. So we're going to do a Terraform plan. You can see here it says plans to add 2 resources, change 1. If you scroll up far enough, it will show you the changes that are being made in yellow and the additions in green. So now that we're satisfied with that, we can now do our Terraform apply. Type in yes to confirm our changes. We'll give it a few seconds to run and make our changes. And just like that, our apply has completed. It has added 2 resources. It's changed 1 resource. We can check our work by doing a Terraform show. As you can see, it's added other app servers. They're in a run in state. Instance type is T3 micro. Same thing with the server here. And then here's our third server. Also, we can do our Terraform state list command, which will show the resources that are being managed by our configuration. If we hop over to our console, do a quick refresh, we went from 1 to 3 EC2 instances. Notice how we now have a number designation next to each one of our names, and that our instance types are T3 micros now. So now that we have our 3 instances, I'm going to demonstrate now how easy it is to get rid of those and destroy our infrastructure that we just deployed. Go ahead and clear my screen. So say we are done with our development environment and we want to blow it all away. We can do that by just doing one simple command. We can do a Terraform destroy, which will delete all of our infrastructure. If we go ahead and hit enter, you can see here that it is destroying each one of our app server instances here and removing all its dependencies and all the infrastructure associated with all 3 that were built using this configuration. Now, it hasn't destroyed anything yet, so it gives you an opportunity to back out if you want to. Here, I'm going to go ahead and type in yes to destroy it. And just like that, our infrastructure has been destroyed. It destroyed 3 resources. So now if we do a Terraform show, it should come up blank, which it does. And now if we do a Terraform state list, it should also come up blank. We can also head over to our AWS console. And if we do a refresh here on our instances, as you can see, our instances have been terminated and are no longer there. So just as quickly as we deployed our resources to our AWS environment, with one single command, we could blow them all away. And there we go. We successfully added and removed resources in our AWS environment using Terraform. Terraform gives what you need to get the job done with ease. As you can see, Terraform simplifies managing your AWS infrastructure. Being able to add and remove resources and not having to worry about the dependency removes one of the biggest headaches from managing cloud infrastructure. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know by liking this episode. If you really want to go deeper with Terraform, check out my Terraform course and A Cloud Guru. But for now, keep being awesome, gurus.